Basi, Legani, kala. I've come to my garden, my attached one, my bride. Ve'is b'medrash Rabba b'mekomo. And it says medrash Rabba in its place. In Shir Hashirim, Legani ein ksiv kan ela Legani. It doesn't say to a garden, rather it says Legani, to my garden, Leganuni, to my special place of pleasure. Lamakom shahaya ikari bitchila, the place where I was mainly in the beginning. Te'eka Shechina betachtonim hiasa, that the main Shechina was in the lower realms. Va'al yedei chet eitz hadas nistalka Shechina ma'aretz l'rakia, and through the sin of the tree, the divine presence, the Shechina, went from the earth to the heavens. Va'al yedei chet Kain ve'enosh nistalka Shechina mirakia aleph lebeis v'gimel, and through the sin of Kain and Enosh, the Shechina went up from the first firmament to the second and the third. And afterwards, in the generation of the flood, it went up from the third firmament to the fourth. Like it's brought Medrash Rabbah on the verse, and was heard the voice of Hashem Elokim traveling in the garden. Amar Rabbi Abba, Mehalachin ksiv kan. It doesn't say traveling, elamis halech, but reflexive, traveling to itself. Kafitz ve'azil, continuously traveling, jumping and going, and jumping and going. Ve'achar kach amdu shiva tzadikim vehoridu es hashchina lemata, and afterwards stood up 7 righteous people, and they brought down the Shechina below. Avraham zacha vehorid es hashchina merikia zayin levav. Avraham merited and brought down the Shechina from the 7th firmament to the 6th. Yitzchak mivav lehei, and Yitzchak brought it from the 6th to the 5th. Ad ki Moshe shehush hashvi v'chol hashvin chavivin, until Moshe came, and he's the 7th, and all sevens are beloved. And the Rebbe says on the bottom, v'chol hashvin v'yikra Rabba parsha chavtes yud aleph. So this is from Medrash Rabbah. V'yikra re'eh gam kin sof dibur hamaschil chodesh hazeh shintaf, and look what it says in the Mamer HaChodesh Hazeh from the Freidiker Rebbe. Horidu lamatu ba'aretz, so it's brought down below onto the earth. Moshe brought it down back to the earth. Ikar giloi elokus haya b'beis hamikdash, the main revelation of elokus that was in the Beis HaMikdash. Dichsiv asuli mikdash v'shachanti besocham, like it says, make for me a mikdash, and I will dwell amongst them. Besochu lo ne'amar ela besocham. It doesn't say inside of it, rather it says inside of them. Besoch kol echad ve'echad, inside of each and every one, inside in each and every person of Israel. Zeu tzadikim yushu arts v'yishkenu la'ad aleha, and this is what it says, that the righteous will inherit the earth, and they will dwell forever upon it. The tzaddik yushu arts shu gan eden, that the righteous will inherit the earth, which is gan eden. That's what it means, inheriting the earth. Why do they merit that? That is because they make dwell, that is, they draw down the concept of shochin ad, of Hashem dwelling forever, the exalted and holy. So yishkenu la'adaleh, they draw down the shochin ad maram v'kadosh upon it. And the Rebbe says on the bottom, Lahayim inyan ad mizor chelik bezer ish parshas va'era bibi ori hazohar sham. Look what's brought about this idea of ad, as it's explained in Zohar, and parshas va'era, and in the Chassidus that explains the Zohar, that their Lukuti Torah dibor maschil eila pekudei Perek vav ubiyuro Perek daled. that this ad should be revealed down below. Basi Legani, and this is what it means. I've come to my garden, to my place of pleasure, the place that I was in the beginning, the Ikash Shechina betachtonim, Haisa, that the main Shechina was down below. And the concept is that the main intention in creation and the continuing creation of the worlds, that the Holy One, blessed be He, desired a dwelling place down below, that you should have a revelation of divinity below, through the service of man, through pushing and flipping. That the soul should descend below to being clothed in a body and an animalistic soul, and they will hide and cover over the light of the soul. And with all this, nonetheless, the neshama will affect a purification and a cleaning of the body and the animalistic soul, and also the portion of the person in the world. Everything a person is involved with and comes in contact with will be elevated. And this is what it means: make for me a dwelling place, make for me a holy place, and I will dwell amongst them, inside of each and every one. And this is through the service of purification and the concept of pushing and flipping, like the statement in Zohar, when you push the sitra achra, Almin, is elevated the honor of the Holy One, blessed be He, in all the worlds. And the Rebbe says on the bottom, Mamer, Perek. See what it says about this in Tanya, about controlling oneself and pushing the sitra achra, Likuti Torah Reish Parshas Pekudei, Sham Parshas Chukas, Dibur HaMaschil al Ken Yomnu Perek Beis. Vehine, and now Mashikasu Bekulu Almin, this that it says in all the worlds, Hakavan al Madregas Haor, Tehu Bekulu Almin Bishaveh. It means that will be revealed a certain kind of light that is revealed in all the worlds equally. Vahinu Or Hasovev Kol Almin, that is the light that encompasses all the worlds. Shemeir Bechol HaOlamos Bishaveh, that shines into all the worlds equally. The Ba'olamos Hariyesh Chiluke Madregos, that in worlds you have a number of different levels. Deinu Dome Olamos Elyonim, the Olamos Tachtonim, that you cannot compare the higher worlds to the lower worlds. The Olamos Elyonim Meir Haor Begiloi, that in the lower worlds, the Olamos Elyonim Meir Haor Begiloi, that in the higher worlds the light shines in a revealed way. Ba'olamos Hatachtonim Haor Einu Meir Begiloi Kolkach, and in the lower worlds the light does not shine in a revealed way as much. And there are those where the light comes in a hidden and covered over way. And there's a number of different levels in this. Like it says that my hand founded the earth and my right hand made stretched forth like tfachim, the heavens. The Isa b'medrash, and it's brought in the medrash, and the Rebbe says on the bottom, Isa b'medrash, Perek Rebbe Eliezer Perek Yurches, Zor Chilik Beis Kaf Aleph, Lamed Zayin Aleph, Pei He Beis. So it says in the medrash, Natayamino v'ara shamayim, that he stretched forth his right hand and created the heavens, v'nata smolo v'ara aretz, and he stretched forth his left hand and created the earth. So there's two levels. And it's known that the right hand hints to light and revelation and greater revelation. V'zeu v'yaminu tibcha shamayim, and that's why it says that his right hand stretched forth the heavens. The shamayim hakavana olamos helyonim, that the heavens refer to the higher worlds. Sham hagiloi bebechinis yamin, there you have a revelation of the right hand. Shu giloi ha'or, which is a revelation of light. V'ha'or atzmo hu bebechinas giloi, and the light itself is in a state of revelation. Ve'eretz hakavana olamos hatachtonim, and the earth, the intention is the lower worlds. Heim bebechinas small, they're from a concept of the left hand, she'ein ha'or begiloi kol kach, that the light is not as revealed, v'gam ha'or atzmo ba bebechinas helam v'hester, and the light itself comes in a hidden and covered over way. Ki yedua ha'hefresh b'dalet olamos, as is known, the distinction of the four worlds, dichsiv kol ha'nikra b'shmi v'lichvodi, b'rasiv yitzarti v'afasisiv, that it says, all that's called in my name for my honor, I've created it, I've formed it, I've even made it. Shehim dalet olamos abiyah, that those are the four worlds of B'tzilus B'riyah Yitzir Asiyah, B'zeha or Einu Kamo Shehu B'tzilus, that in this the light is not like it is in the world of Atzilus, Kamo Shehu B'biyah, as it is in the lower worlds of B'riyah Yitzir Asiyah. That Tzilus Hu B'bechinas Giloi HaHelam, that Atzilus is the concept of a revelation of the hidden, and the Rebbe says on the bottom, Atzilus Hu Re'eh B'chol Zeh Torah or Pashas Breishis. Look what it says about this concept of Giloi HaHelam in Pashas Breishis in Torah or Biro L'Dibur HaMazchil Ki Yaka Hasher HaShamayim Sham Reish Pashas Vayera Biro D'Ve'ela HaMishpatim Ve'od, that it's a revelation of the infinite from above. So that's a very high level of Atzilus Meloshen Etzlo V'Samoch, and Atzilus is from the language of next to him and close to him. It's revelation of the divinity above. So to Atzilus is from the language of to save or to separate out from something. The Atzilus inyanu b'chinas olam, that the Atzilus is the concept of a world of al bichlaluso hu bichlal olamos ha'ein sof, but in general it's still from the worlds of the infinite. It's still, so to speak, a concept from above. Which is not the case with the world of Bria. It's the beginning of existence and a state of something from nothing, so to speak, separate from above. Chas v'sholom, not actually separate, but an existence that seems to be separate from above. And this is what it says. All that's called in my name and my honor, the shmi v'chvodi hu miyuchad biyadayin, that the concept of my name and my honor is something that's still attached to me. V'shikayal olam ha'atzilus, that refers to the world of Atzilus, shu olam ha'yichud v'ha'iskalolus, which is the world of unity and inclusion, shu ha'or sham betachlis ha'giloi, that the light there is in a complete state of revelation, the eno dome klala kamo shu ba'olamos biyah, that it's not comparable at all as to the way it is in the lower worlds of B'riyah Yitzir Asiyah, or b'biyah atzman yishchilu k'madregos v'hagiloi oros, and in the worlds of B'riyah Yitzir Asiyah themselves there's distinctions in the levels in the revelation of the lights, as it is in the world of Bria and the world of Yitzira and Asiyah. However, all of this is in the light that comes to enliven the worlds in a way of that which fills all creation. But in the light that's beyond connection to the worlds, it's a concept of the light that encompasses all worlds, that comes in a state of surrounding and encompassing the worlds. So it shines into all the worlds equally. And this is what it says in all the worlds. So this light, the way it's drawn down, it's in all the worlds equally. However, in order to draw down this light into all the worlds, it's through the service of the service of purification in a way of pushing and flipping specifically. That's how you reveal this light, and that's what the Zohar says. When you push the other side. Kasher poel ba'avodaso lihiyos iskafya sitra achra that when you cause in your service to push the other side, then you flip the darkness to light. So the greatness of the light comes specifically from the darkness then. That is when the darkness is flipped to light. So you have a greatness to the light, or Mamer that the light shines in a revealed way, to the point where it will shine below truly, that is, you draw down the light in this way, that the way it's drawn down is to shine into all the worlds equally, and therefore it shines below as well. And this is what it says when you push the other side. Aesthetic, יקרא עלמין. So you've greatened the honor of the Holy One, blessed be He, in all the worlds. Bechinas or, that is the concept of the light. Shenimshach, or hasovev kol almin, that you draw down the light that encompasses all the worlds. Shofenam shechasu bebechinas sovev makif becholо olamos b'shaveh. That the way it's drawn down is that it encompasses and surrounds all the worlds equally. And the Rebbe says on the bottom, Aesthetic, that it goes up, that it's drawn down. So which one is it? Does it go up or is it drawn down? So the Rebbe says that this drawing down in the Zohar is called to go up, because it's revelation of this high light that encompasses all worlds, in a concept of exaltedness. And the Rebbe brings this from the Torah Or. So if Parshas Vayakilai and Sham, look over there. And if so, so it shines below as it is above. And this is what it says: make for me a mikdash, and I will dwell amongst them, in each and every one, through the service of pushing and flipping the darkness to light. So you get through this a greatness to the light, that is great in the honor of the Holy One, blessed be He, in all the worlds. That is revealed and shines the encompassing light. Kitzer, יקרא שכינה בתחתונים, that the main Shekhinah was in the lower realms. And we explained that the main intention of creation of the worlds is that you should have this dwelling place in the lowest realm. And this happens through the pushing and the flipping, that you draw down the encompassing light, that this is in all the worlds equally.